TT 2023 day 2 and the sun is still out. How good's that?
I think it's going to be here for the rest of the week. This is literally, apart from the racing, this is literally what everybody's spoken about. The fact that the sun's been here 2 days prior, and it looks like it's going to be. We're not weathermen. We're here to talk about bikes. Sun's there.
Sun's there. Track's good. A little bit dusty yesterday.
Yeah.
Although I don't think the dust caught anyone out. I think, you know, first night of practice is always a little bit difficult. There's always you've got to get your head round what's going on, and you've also got to get your bike into the right place for the TT.
So in these sessions, obviously yesterday we had a day session, so as soon as we woke up, people were at scrutineering, getting the bikes ready. The whole day was taken up by the racing, but here, roads closed 6 p.m. tonight,
Yep.
So the bikes will not be out till 6:30, 7:15. For a rider, and an ex-rider in you, how would you spend this day?
It depends. Like I said, if there's issues with your bike or your body,
Yeah.
you might need to spend time with the team, getting the spanners out, sorting things out. You might need to spend time with the physios. A lot of these guys are riding with old injuries. I would say, you know, probably 50% of the field have got, you know, injuries that they've had in the past. So it's hard work on your body. So yeah, that and just relaxing.
Here's the question then, can you chill out? When you think back to when you were doing it, the riders who are in these factory teams who don't have to put a spanner to a bike, will they be able to just sit back and relax and not even think about this evening until, let's say, 4 or 5 o'clock?
I think some
put it out of the mind.
Yeah, I think some of them probably can. Some of them will probably spend the time chilling. Others, you might start getting a bit worked up about it. But
anxious.
Yeah, well, you know as well as anyone else. All these lads that race at the TT, they're all different characters and they all go about it in a different way.
So, what do we think is going to happen tonight?
I think
Faster times?
Yes, I think everyone's going to go faster. I think Michael Dunlop's set a bit of thrown a gauntlet down, and I think there'll be a few lads wanting to kind of just show that they've got what it takes to keep him honest. I would be surprised if we see another Dunlop whitewash. I think he's probably gone out there and given it his all yesterday to kind of make a bit of a statement, and he's made the statement, but there's a lot of other riders that are very, very fast.
I'm going to rebuke that. I don't know if that's the right word. I think it is, but I'm going to say the top 3 riders aren't going to go any faster. Everyone's going to step up towards them.
Yeah.
I don't feel that there's any need to go faster right now. That's the thing. They've set the stall out. Now they can just stay at that rhythm, stay at that speed, develop the bike as they need to in that kind of workspace. And I think the other riders are probably going to step up to it this time. So I think you'll see. Hey, listen, you're the ex-racer, not me. But I just feel like they've shown their cards so early that I think they're going to go, right, we're here now, and everyone will work up towards them. But I could be wrong.
Yeah.
It might go faster.
You're right, but we all know that there's a lot of guys that are capable of going faster than 130. I mean, yeah, did we see 132 yesterday?
131.6, 7?
Yeah, nearly 132 miles an hour, which is very, very fast. But there's a lot of lads, well, there's a good few lads that are capable of going faster than that, and if they can do 131 on the first night, who knows what they can do on the second night. And like I keep saying, I'm so excited to find out what they can do at the end of practice week and at the end of race week, because these lap records are going to tumble.
Right, well, let's see what happens in tonight's action. But before we do, have you been reading the comments on YouTube?
1 or 2 of them, yeah.
Lots of love for you.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate that. I mean, he appreciates it.
Yeah, I do, yeah, thank you.
And
thank you
it's
very
always
much.
nice to hear it rather than people slagging me off. All right, so we're here with John McGuinness. John, I think I've got a theory as to why you went so fast last night. Remember we had that conversation on the fan park?
Yeah, well,
yeah.
Go on.
And we came up with this little, well, you came up with this little bet saying, if I end up on the podium, you've got to have a tattoo. So I think you went all guns blazing last night to scare the shit out of me.
We'll stick you on the ropes, eh?
Because
We'll have
that
you thinking about
podium,
it for a week.
looks like it might be on its way.
He shook my hand as well, so.
It's a deal's a deal. But if you don't do it, you've got to have a tattoo as well. So
Okay.
Yeah?
Ooh, yeah. I don't think we agreed that one, did we?
no,
Did we?
we agreed it
I
right
did.
now. There you go.
All right.
In all seriousness, absolutely belting, flying.
Yeah. Last night was good. You know, it was solid 4 laps. Just concentrating on Superbike and Superstock, so just full concentration on that. It's hard to explain. You know, we're fickle, aren't we, motorbike racers? But I just think that I didn't perform that good last year. I said it before. I had the tools last year, but I was a little bit not prepared. And I didn't get the best out of myself at all last year, and I fell into a bit of a groove, you know, and I was running my own 600 and I was sort of not really concentrating on the right packages. And this year I just come out, and it's funny, I know in myself when I'm in better shape,
Yeah.
and I'm in a better shape. And then, you know, I just looked at my bike, I thought, that's a lovely prepared bike.
Yeah.
Just get on with it and ride it. And I just push it a bit harder, you know. You don't forget how to do it. You might be a bit older, but you don't forget. So, you know, I'm dropping it on my knee in places and just started to enjoy it. Last year, didn't enjoy a lot of it, but this year,
You say
I
you're
was
starting to enjoy it. We've barely been here for 2 minutes. We've had one session. Why do you think everyone, because we saw those times yesterday, 3 of them went 131 plus, you went 129.
Yeah.
Normally we'd see people just get into it, just get themselves used to the bike, get themselves up to speed with the track, but everyone just went full gas.
I think it's because you've got the top riders at the minute are proper dialed in. They're proper on it. You know, the Northwest 200, we're all doing the BSB. We've all been to Spain. We've all put the work in. So we've all hit the ground running. And like I say, that was the best first night's practice the track's ever been in. Even Governor's Dip, you could attack Governor's Dip down the hill. I mean, they were doing 59 splits through there on the first night, which is nuts. You know, Dunlop brought the lightweight twin record from a standing start. But Michael's throwing one over everybody's bow, isn't he? You know what I mean? He means business, so I respect him for that. You know, I sent a little message to him this morning, and I said, fair play, you mean business, and he's strong. So everybody wants it, everybody's hungry for it. So and you just got to go with the flow of the meeting. You know, if you get left behind, it's hard to catch up. So I just went out there last night, and you know, we couldn't get a better conditions with the format of the practice being in the afternoon. It was it'll never get any better than that. So I was getting stuck in.
There's a few bits of new tarmac around the course. Do you think the changes to the surface have helped you go faster, or is it not really something that's going to make a difference at times?
Maybe, I reckon there's maybe a second through Tower Bends. Tower Bends is fantastic now. I hated Tower Bends after the waterworks, and you go right and left. It's like a horrible double sort of left on itself. It had a massive bump on the exit. It sort of pinged you to the wall. I hated that. This year it was like, wow, it was really nice. So, but Windy Corner maybe a 10th. The Sulby Straight, I don't think it's making any difference. It's smoother, but last you went down pin to the stop, but it was just a bit more uncomfortable. You were still carrying the same speed. So Ginger Hall's getting worse. That bump on the apex just by the pub there, but it's a road circuit, so I'm not going to stand there moaning about it. Just get on with it. And if we're on about bumps, the whole way to Ramsey from Ginger Hall's got horrendous bumps in it, but that just seems to be the character of the track, and we accept that. So.
Yeah. We were discussing this morning, we were trying to work out what's going to happen today. Is everyone going to go even faster than they went today? But I reckon the top 3 are going to kind of hover where they're at, and everyone else is going to step up towards them. What are you going to do tonight, or what do you expect to do tonight? And where do you think everyone else is going to?
I think
be.
You must have a crystal ball. I don't know, really. I think they'll go quicker.
I could be wrong.
I think they'll go quicker. I mean,
I probably will be wrong.
If you get a flying lap and it's not a short lap, and you get a good strong flying lap in, and they're going to go quicker than 31s, I think, straight away. You probably maybe see 32 and a half tonight, I would say. I just want to just keep going up and up.
Yeah.
I'll probably plateau a little bit, probably more like it. But you know, can I do 134s, 5s? Probably not. You know, I just haven't got that in me anymore. But if I can do end up where I was in 16 doing 32s, I'll be over the moon at that. But yeah, I think we've all got to be clever as well. I think we've all got to be, you know, hard on the bikes, and it's hard on the rider, and you know, a lot of laps and the heat and things. We've all got to keep, I'm going to say hydrated, which is bizarre for me to say that because I'm probably the world's worst, but yeah, it gets quite tough, you know. Like
It's physical.
Toddy did 9 laps yesterday and he was knackered, you know. He was here and he's a fit young fellow and he was like, yeah. So, you know, you just got to sometimes, you know, if you do one on one and one on another, and or two and one, you know, if you don't, try not to burn yourself out a little bit as well. Just try and get the balance of the fitness and the mileages on the bikes and everything as well.
Will we get to the point towards the end of practice then, practice week potentially, where people are not going out and saving their engine, saving themselves?
Well, you probably should do,
race.
but nobody probably does.
Yeah.
Probably nobody does, because you think you're missing out all the time.
Yeah.
But for me, I've only got one session. I haven't got the other session, so at some point I'm going to be sat watching them go around frustrated and
wishing you
well,
were there.
yeah, I've got to take. But it'll keep me a bit fresher, I think, through the week. 'Cause I'm an old codger now, so
You want getting on a bit, mate?
When the race starts, I'll be maybe a bit fresher than some of the riders, but they're all fit and strong, so there's, you know, they don't give much away.
You're looking pretty trim, John, if you don't mind me saying so, or as trim as I've seen you in a little while. Do you think, have you been working on your fitness, and do you think that makes a difference to?
Do you know, I slightly changed my diet a little bit. You are what you eat, aren't you? My team boss, Harvey Beltran, has had to eat. You know, he had cancer for a while, and he nearly died, and changed his diet, and really understands that type of thing. So I've just been eating stuff that I can digest a bit better, and not as much really. And I think the riding, I've done a lot more riding this year. You know, the BSB and the testing in Spain and one thing and another, just, you know, it does ignite, you know, all the muscles you forgot you had, and you know, they're working hard, and it's time of year as well. You don't eat as much in summer, but am I training a lot? Probably could train harder, probably could do a bit more, but I've tried it all before. I've done all that mad training and I just come unhappy. When I'm unhappy, I'm short-tempered with the family. You know, it's just not a good place to be.
It's not worth it just to
just
look a
got
bit thinner. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the balance right. I've lost 7 kilos, so end of the day.
7
kilos.
7?
Yeah, since last year.
hell.
Yeah. Well, mate, Hickey'll be heavier than me. He's taller than me, I know, but he's strong, you know. I feel strong again and back in a bit better window.
Fighting weight.
Yeah, possibly. We can also lose some, but it's hard to shift when you get a bit older, especially when like you're grubbing that.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I've not been drinking as well. I don't bother with drinks as much. I don't know that I did anyway, but no, it's good. It's really good. I can't say anything better than where we are. Everything is mint. Mechanics are mint. You know, my relationship with Honda's mint. All my little ambassador jobs, my sponsors, family, all the people around me is all just
mint,
giving me the thumbs up. So, you know, the foundation's there.
We'll leave you to it, mate. Hope you have a monster session.
Hey.
good job we can talk about motorbikes because we can't read.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, I did spot that. I didn't spot it the other day when we were sat on it. I spotted it on YouTube. Don't tell anyone.
We are the rule breakers.
I think we'll get away with it.
Shall we talk about the speeds of tonight?
Yeah, fast.
Fast.
Well, who was it that said was going fast tonight? What?
John McGuinness, I think.
That bloke, that John McGuinness bloke. Yeah.
I think he did say.
He did say 132s, didn't he?
Yeah.
And
the only 132 we saw was from Pete.
Yeah, and it was just a 132.0, but it was still a 132.
132 is 132.
Yeah, I'm not taking away from Rob. Yeah.
Dean in second.
Yep.
131. Michael went third fastest on his super stock bike.
Yeah.
131 again.
He actually went faster on his super stock bike than he did his super bike.
Yeah.
Which, you can put that down to a few things. I don't know if the low sun played a massive part in today's session. The lower it gets, it just becomes really, really difficult. So if he's gone out on his super bike second, he would have had a harder time.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of lads that say the super stock bikes are easier to ride than the super bikes because they're just a little bit slower, a little bit more flexible, a little bit easier to ride. They don't have all the systems on them, and maybe it was just a case of it's early in the week. He's not quite got up to speed on the super bike. Maybe he's just finding it a little bit easier on the stocker.
Yeah, and then looping back round to the sidecars. The Birchall brothers back on top after Pete found Gemma Wolves, who were fastest yesterday. Yeah. Birchall brothers fastest tonight, and I heard on the tannoy, I don't know if it's official, but potentially the fastest lap ever in qualifying for the
118 miles an hour. Mm-hmm. Which I think the record's only 119, isn't it? So very fast. They're up to pace already. And to be honest, not in easy conditions because, like I said, that low sun. They were out last, so the sun's at its lowest point.
And they're here looking, kind of looking upwards almost.
Straight into the sun. It's hard work for them. So they've set their stall out. That's a big gauntlet thrown.
Yeah. I guess we should try and surmise what's going to happen tomorrow, but it's going to be more of the same, isn't it? It's just going to be. Yeah. We're just going to wait and see what happens.
I think we're going to see more riders getting into the 130s. It's Connor Cummins today. Yeah. 130 mile an hour lap. Davey Todd just 129.9. So actually, Connor he may have gone. I didn't check his lap speeds for his second half a lap he did. He stopped somewhere at the end of the mountain and was caught running down towards the crag trying to find a lift back to the paddock. Not entirely sure what happened to Connor. Have you?
No, I didn't hear.
So we'll hopefully we can bring you more on that tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Where do they have to go and subscribe to this?
What's that person in the background with the board?
Hold on. Head over to IOMTT Races for all the latest news, features. Check out all the socials. IMTT Race. At TT Races Official. TT Plus is amazing. If you've not got TT Live, go and check it out.
You're such a professional.
Can we turn that camera around? There is no one behind. Turn around, look. There's no one behind you.
There is.
He's walking off with it. Make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button, and we'll be back tomorrow with more daily roundups. Cheers, Boothie.
Cheers, Pritch. See you then.